Good morning, everyone. The lighting's off. Super bright. It well, hasn't the lighting been good in here and then like this week now it's all weird again? I don't know. I thought that yesterday with the black shirt, but I've got a red shirt on. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is kind of bright. Well, I'm on that webcam still. Hey Robert, good morning. All right. Hey Bob. Uh-oh. Camera filter just changed, but it looks all crazy. Q, the recordings are on the easiest way to get to the recordings is the YouTube channel. Too much. Let's see here. Monkey says, "What services am I evaluating?" Well, you've made it to the VIP show, so all kinds of stuff. Thanks, Richard. Are you talking about the update? Because it is pretty convenient. Awesome. No, Billy, I not something that I typically use. That is. It's real. It's right here. Let's see here. See, you're not asking stupid questions. I'm just it's a lot of things. I'm gonna try to find it. Yes, there was an update, and there's gonna be a few more updates today for a pro trader. Like the new layouts, the new scanner, the trading view hopefully will be on there today.
Hey, hey, gang. Is that all coming today?
Yeah, I think as long as you don't pack my afternoon with anything surprises, it should be there today.
No, no monkey business for me. By the way, I just posted a telegram, but I gave you guys a Starbucks trade earlier today. Uh, you're welcome, Vivi. If you guys have, and I'll try to mellow out. I'm not going to be managing I think my blood pressure goes up. Why is this thing still making noise? Okay, close it. But I'm going to go ahead and just do a class for you guys today, and we'll go through our picks. But I want to do something good, something cool for you guys today, something interesting. And I just want to say hello to everybody and make sure I didn't miss anyone. You could watch any replay by going to the YouTube channel, David, going to the live tab, and it has every one of our replays. Matter of fact, we're right now live on YouTube, and if you're on YouTube, say hello to us. Yeah, the live tab, it's recording right now live. So you can actually literally, if you miss something that I said, it's kind of cool because I do this all the time when I'm watching YouTube. I go to somebody, I go to somebody's channel and I'm watching a live broadcast, and then I miss what they say and I just go back like 5 minutes. They're still live. It's kind of buffered. It's really cool. But anyways, it's probably a good time to get out of Starbucks. Did you guys make money on Starbucks this morning? Did I help you? It was from the indicator, by the way. Of course. Good. Of course, I like that. Of course. All right. I'm so glad to hear that. Now, I got two emails. I'm not joking. Now, I know we've got over 750 people, closer to 800, who've purchased the Pro Trader dashboard. And I have the only thing I've been getting is thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm getting like 20, 30 emails a day. And I appreciate all of them very, very much. Thank you. I really appreciate them all. But two people, I've got two emails, one last night and one this morning, one from a gentleman and one from from a lady, and they seem to not understand. I don't know. Maybe they don't have they're not getting it. They're not getting the dynamics. Posted. It was Sandy. It's in the day trading room. The Roger Scott active trading room.
Oh, look at Eric. That's awesome.
There you go. You know what to do with that. Anyway, yeah, we have a room where I actually preach what I practice, and I think people like it. Any more tricky questions today? I don't know if that was a tricky question, but actually, there is a tricky. I'm glad you brought that up. Let me share my screen with you. Let me share my screen with you. Oh, this is getting more difficult by the minute. Okay, let me move this. Let me go to Zoom. Let me go to that. There you go, Adam. Let me go ahead and share screen. Did all the telegrams and everything go out today, Matt? Just out of curiosity.
Confirm.
Double check, please. So, so yesterday, remember yesterday we had no telegram. Let me let them know right now. Okay, hold on a second.
They sent something, but it was actually for 1 o'clock.
I'm just asking them to send it. Okay. Yeah. Let's go ahead and put that in there. Okay. Can you do that right now, Matt? Just like do a quickie and in the day trading room too. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. So let me show you a good example. Actually, somebody sent me an email about this. This is a really good email I got. That's great, Matt. Make sure you got Billy's. He's already doing 20 things at once. So somebody asked me. This is a great question. I love this question. This just goes back to what we were all discussing yesterday about trend lines. So somebody asked me, and this is great. I should have brought this up yesterday. Roger, why didn't you start this trend line higher up right here at this line, right? And the answer was once this trend line is broken, this completely disappears forever. This trend line that was here was broken. It doesn't exist anymore. We can't reference it. We can't use it. It never existed. But this was just such a great example of why I didn't extend it further, because this area has been broken by this breakdown right here. Maybe if I showed it to you with context yesterday, it would make more sense. But so this trend line right here, we had a trend line here. We had a trend line right here. Let's just say we go back in time right here. We had a trend line right here, like that. And then we broke the trend line. It means we can't reference this bar anymore because the trend line is broken. So did you go ahead and send it, Matt?
I sure did.
Okay, thank you. Anyways, sorry to get out of shape here. But anyhow, that's really, really important. That's something that I wanted to show you. So again, whenever you're drawing trend lines across, okay, let me see, what was the ticker symbol? I think it was Morgan Stanley. I think it was Morgan Stanley. So for example,
That's a good question, Dan.
so for example, do you see the trend line right there?
Mm-hmm.
And right there. Look at that ascending, I mean, not ascending, symmetrical triangle, which means it's probably going to consolidate here. And since it's symmetrical, we don't know which way it's going to break out. But we do know if it breaks out from right up here, we should probably get the hell out of Dodge. Okay. Now, interestingly, if we draw it from right here, hypothetically speaking, we end up in the same place. So we know we're not too far away from where we're supposed to be. And this trend line here would have would have would have broken this path completely. So going higher we really don't need to go higher. We just start at the last trend line. Do you have a question, Matt?
No, I was reading.
Excuse me. Sorry about that.
Did you put the chat away? Or are you reading?
I'm not looking at the chat. I'm just looking at this. Is there something I needed to look at in the chat?
He was asking about gaps. That's a good question.
Well, gaps usually break. Usually gaps break the trend line. Usually, not always, but gaps make it more difficult. Obviously, then you have to it just depends on the gap. But typically, gaps would break trend lines. Again, also very important. Is it a horizontal line? If it's a horizontal line, I can keep going across. I can go across as far through price. As long as I can find several resting points, I can go through price. Anything that has any angle to it, no soup. Okay? All right. What's going on here? Yeah, but this way, at least you could see why we're still in Morgan Stanley, even though I can't stand the trade right now. I really wish we weren't in that trade because it's a nasty trade. Okay, which you could see right here on your screen. Don't like it. See, it's right at it's testing that area right now. If it goes a little higher, Uncle Roger's not going to like it. Okay, let's continue. Where were we? So I wanted to go through something today. And by the way, speaking of which, this is actually really important. You know, it's kind of amazing. People watch CNBC, they watch CNN all the time. They watch all these opinions, but they never ever post something as simple as this, right? Did you see that? If I didn't show it to you on the Telegram channel, would you have seen it? Would you have paid attention to it? Look how simple that is, though, right? Simple and probably more important than anything else we could be looking at, in my opinion, at least. I mean, look at that. Now, not saying it's not going to break through, but you see where we're at right now. And again, as I said, Matt is going to marshal the questions, and if he thinks that if he can't respond to you, he'll ask me the question if it's topical. That way, we can get some work done here. Now, if you look at the Dow, you will see that the Dow is doing exactly the same thing. Now, look at that. It's going through it a little bit. Now, is it going to, here's another good tip for you. I don't like to look at price action in existing positions too much during the day. I like to look at them the last half hour of the day because the markets are designed to screw with you. So if you're already in a position and if you already have an area, the best thing you could do for your peace of mind, I'm telling you, the best thing you can do, the best thing you could do is to just put alerts. You know? So again, be careful here. Be careful. And also look at the Dow. Just something else that I've been telling you guys for a few days now. Look at the Dow. It's up 0.91%, right? Look at QQQ. It's down 0.74. 72, excuse me. Do you guys remember somebody with my initials was telling you how, hey, end of year rallies, markets tend to go up, low volume. Markets tend to go into blue chips, away from technology. Excuse me. Buy a hedge, possibly. What I should have done, I was an idiot. I should have bought a hedge on the Nasdaq instead of the S&P. But I did say that. I did say that. So here we are. And here's the problem. It's going to be very, very hard for the market to get it up if the Nasdaq doesn't participate. You've got stocks like let me show you something. Breaking the 50-day moving average. You got NVIDIA. And again, we're not really going very deep. It's just imagine you and I are sitting here having a conversation, and I was just going through simple charts with you. This is not good right here. This is not good at all. This is actually really bad. It's a compression breakdown, excuse me. And you still have some room to the moving averages. Remember, I said the other day, I want to close my Amazon position because things may get shaky around here. Well, it's all going to the same thing, folks. I am not answering any questions. If the question is going to be answered, it's going to be by Matt, or Matt is going to collect it, or you're going to have to be patient and wait till the end, or you can always email me. Otherwise, feel free to talk amongst yourself. And if anybody wants to help out and answer the question for somebody who asked that question, please, you'd be doing me a favor. We can call this the self-service hour. Okay. So, I just want to stay focused and not lose my mind. So again, somebody was asking me, two people can't seem to understand. And I think I understand what the question is. I think the question is, how does the and I did the 4-hour video, I did the Word doc, but I'm going to go ahead and really quickly show you a very simple process that I use. And the good part about it is this: if you watch my morning video, and if you come to my VIP room, you already know that process. You just probably don't understand the link between that process and the Pro Trader dashboard. And that's kind of what I'm going to show you right now, real quick. Okay. I'm not gonna go long, and then I want to go through some charts with you and give you some setups because, well, as you will see, this is what I do. So the first thing I do, I start the morning. I do my morning video. I do it as much for me as I do it for you. I did it Friday on Thanksgiving, day after Thanksgiving. I was selfish. I wanted to know where the market was going to happen. So it forces me to focus on the market. So the first thing, if you wanted to learn how I do things and how I operate, you would probably want to watch that video because that video has not changed its flow for 8 years now. It's the same thing. I talk about the macro view. I talk about the charts. I talk about the stocks. I talk about what's happening. I talk about why it's happening and all that in a broad scheme to give you the big picture. That answers the question. Answers the question. Oh, there you go, Matt. You get that from that answers the question of is the market going up? Is the market going down? Will the stocks stand on their own? What sectors should we focus on? I'd love anyone sitting here to tell me that's not the case. All of those are answered in every. Are we getting tailwind from European market? Yeah, but it's not that it's great or not great. I'm getting to the point of what it is. It answers very specific questions. That's the broad view, the forest from the trees. Is the Dow going to lead? Is the blue chips going? I'm doing the work for you. But that's where you start. That's where you start. So then after that, I don't have it yet on the main computer, but I send it to you in the Telegram channel. I go ahead and I'm not looking at Stock Fetcher, but I am looking at this. This is what I'm looking at. And again, I'm looking at it right now on another computer that's not connected to the internet to the Zoom feed that we have. I have it on two computers actually. So then the first half hour of the day, I have the forest. Now I'm the airline guy and I'm flying above and I'm doing a survey of the land and I'm saying, hey, this is really great or this is really bad or this isn't moving in the right direction or the market's just flat. There's no volume. Stay away or be careful or things like that. Things of such nature. So you get the real big the what is it 10,000 feet in the air view, whatever they call it. I don't know, 50,000 feet in the air. So then, and I'm watching and I covered in the video, I watched the E-minis futures overnight. More so between 8:30 and 9:30 because the reports from the federal government, which I also talk about in the morning video. So if you watch my video, you get every day the answers of what's the 50,000 view or whatever it is. What's the view from above? What's the view from below? How is the water going to be warm? If you don't get that from my morning video, and I'm not going to upset you, I'm just going to be very honest with you. If you're not getting that from my morning video, then the odds of me being able to help you are probably non-existent. Okay. I think I've never had anyone say no, but if you can't get it, if there's something you don't agree with, then we're not going to work it's not going to work because I'm trying to be as objective as possible there. Okay. But we have 15,000 people on that channel, so I don't think that's the case. So then the market opens. The market's opening. I'm just getting started here. The market opens. Am I doing anything? Am I really looking at stocks? No. I'm looking at these sectors right here. I'm looking at these sectors. You can have access to these sectors right here. I'm looking at these sectors and I'm trying to gauge, okay, what sector's turning around? Look at this big bar here. Matt, you can see my screen, right? Okay. Look at semiconductors. Oy vey. Let's see. Just to kind of give you a taste of what I'm seeing. Ooh, communication services. That's Google. Ooh, Meta and Google. Oy vey. Not good. Oh, but look at the Dow Jones. Look at the blue chips. Wow. Who would have thought of that? Amazing. Oh, tech's not looking great either. That's all I'm doing. I'm not really going crazy here. I'm not looking at like the latest Elliott Wave guide to successful trading. I'm simply just looking at seeing what's happening here. Oh, wow. Look, the QQQ broke out of this compression here. A squeeze, compression, I call it, there's 50 different names for it, like trend lines, but we all know what it is. So we're just kind of getting a feel for things. Oh, what stocks are the strongest stocks? So have you noticed I haven't mentioned anything about the Pro Trader dashboard yet? And this is all about how to use the Pro Trader dashboard. Spent about 12 minutes. Haven't even touched on it yet. Oh, okay. Now I'm starting to get a feel for the market. Is the Dow first half hour of the day, is the market up? Was I expecting it to be up? Is it down? Is it gappy? Is volume low? What are the sectors doing? Notice I haven't talked about the dashboard yet. I haven't brought it up. It doesn't even come into my mind yet. Okay. Now it's 10 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. I get the bell. I get like 100 bells because the scanner gives me the alerts. The market is flat. That means it's not doing anything. Look, I'm looking at the market. The market is flat. This is as the most consolidated market I've probably seen in the last year. The market's literally doing this today. Oh, okay. All right. It's holiday week. Roger said volume is low. We're hitting resistance, a 2-year resistance at in the market. Can't really get clear direction from stocks today. I've got two choices. I'm either going to sit out, or I'm just going to day trade. And I'm going to keep my position small because if volume is low, there's absolutely no follow through. Now, have I said anything at all that you haven't heard me talk about at least 50 times so far? Maybe, probably 1,000 times at this point. Okay. So we're looking at the dashboard. Now you see the dashboard, Matt, you could still see the scanner, right? Okay, cool. So I'm playing monitor, grab the monitor. So now I'm going and looking. Okay, the market's not really doing anything. Okay. Ooh, let's just scan and see what stocks are doing. Now here's where the scanner comes in. Okay, well, the market's only been open for half an hour, right? So I think I'm going to look at my bear scanner, okay? So let me just move this over here since we're looking at the bear scanner. And let me go ahead and, I lost my bear scanner. Hold on. Where's my bear scanner? There's my bear scanner. I'm going to move this to the side so that I could look at these stocks for a minute and show you something. So if you have it, just pull it up. If not, that's okay. But I want to show you the workflow, okay? So I have on one of my computers right here, I have the scanner. And I'm going to look at stocks. Hey, you know what? Ooh, look at this. Starbucks has been going. Ooh, it's only go with me half hour back. It was like the top 2, okay? Starbucks is breaking down. Look, let me show you. This is 500 stocks. Look where Starbucks is. And an hour ago, it was over here. Let me see by an hour how it's doing. It's right here. See that? And on a half hour, it's right there. So we don't have to go far. So I'm going to move the scanner back, okay? So, all right, well, let's start from the top. Meta. All right, let's look at Meta. Is Meta a stock that Roger's been talking about to take to the short side? No, not only that, it's coming off the high. It's above the moving averages. Roger said if a stock's trading above the 50 and the 100 day, and it's probably best to leave the hell alone. We're going to skip that one. Let's look at the next stock. If this doesn't solve all your problems in life, I'm kidding. I don't know what will. But seriously, pay attention. Oh, look at this. Google. Now Google's been kind of going sideways. And what did Roger say? If it breaks through that, those are juicy days. When it starts above the moving average and then starts going below. But he also said, watch out for major resistance. And there's a major support here. We know that because he's been sending me those goddamn questions on the Telegram channel, asking me to send him emails to see if I'm right or not, to make sure he knows what he's talking about. So we'll probably just stay away from this, but we're going to put an alert here. We're going to put an alert here to notify us, because look, once it breaks this level here, there's nothing down here. Maybe make even a little note for ourselves, right? Okay, so let's go down the list. Meta, Google, NVIDIA. We already been through NVIDIA. Okay. Starbucks. Ooh, let's look at Starbucks. What's going on with Starbucks? Starbucks. Haven't heard much about Starbucks lately. Wow. Starbucks just broke below the 200-day moving average, right? Now, remember, this was about half an hour ago. Half an hour ago, about an hour ago, the price was up here. Everybody on my Telegram channel will say, yes, it was. It was right there, right? You guys remember, it was only half an hour ago or an hour ago. And it just broke the 200-day moving average. It's got pretty good volume. Volume's not bad on Starbucks. Look, it's been above the average while the market, it's going down on high volume. It's still not far away from the moving average. It just broke the 200-day moving average. Hey, it had, it was still up here. It still had a couple of dollars in it, still had some support in it. And most importantly, what did it start doing? Filling the gap. You know that document I gave you and the videos I made about gaps, how we like gaps and all those. I've never talked about filling gaps before, right? Right, Matt? We've never talked about filling gaps, right? Okay. Hey, I like it. Well, let's take a look at the scanner. Let's take a look at the scanner. Starbucks scanner. I like this. Ooh. So let's see what happened when we got the alert on Starbucks this morning in the scanner. Yes, Robert, at 10:50, the scanner showed a down arrow. The market wasn't really holding its own. It didn't really have volume, but look at relative weakness, baby. Holy moly, look at that. 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, hourly, daily. So what did we do? We got in right here. I sent you an alert, didn't I? And I said the market's not really doing anything. It's like this. Don't overstay your welcome. Probably get out. You made a couple of dollars. Probably if you wait long enough, you'll hit this level right here. Now, let me ask you an interesting question. And now I am going to look at the Q&A. Actually, Matt, I want to do a poll right now, okay? I love my polls. There's 350 people in here. I want to do a little poll. I did GSTANGAR. It's called this 18-page notebook document that I created for members in the Pro Trader dashboard and the day trading room. I did just that. I did exactly that. So Matt, here's the poll. Do you ready?
Yep.
My poll is very simple. How much of what I just explained to you via putting on trades in the Pro Trader dashboard, how much of it do I explain to you every single day in my morning videos and in the VIP room every single day? What percentage would you say? What percentage would you say? Would you say that everything except for the last part, the last little detail, the last little nook and cranny, is it explained to you, or is it like a whole mystery here? Because I've spent the last 18 minutes, the last 22 minutes explaining it, and I think don't write anything, please, here. I want to do a poll. Because two people emailed me and said, we're just not getting it. We're just, and I just want to make sure that I'm not losing my mind and that every single day I give you guys about 90% of it for free, including a list of stocks that you should be looking in the dashboard. Take a poll, Matt. Is it do I give them that information, or did they learn anything new here that I did not give them in the thing? Did we consistently explain the same concept that we just covered? Wow, look at that. Yes, Q, I think you're right. Okay, wow. Ooh, that's great. Okay, this is great. I thought so. So would you agree? Now, I'm going to go through stocks with you. Do you think these are not the stocks that I'm looking at on the Pro Trader dashboard to highlight every day? All right. Well, see, I got the emails from two. So the guy wrote, he was like, well, maybe 5 or 10 people get it, but the rest don't. And I was like, maybe that's true. Maybe like 5 people get it and they're just emailing me all the time and the rest don't. And maybe I'm the crazy one here. So I wanted to do this poll to make sure that what I'm doing in my morning videos, what I'm doing in the VIP room, and the final bridge with the pro trader is just like a natural conclusion, including profit targets, exits, and all that other stuff. I want to make sure. You know what's great here? Wow, this is great. This is great. So we got 167 people. Thank you, Cyrus. Okay, well, I guess I don't have to change anything. So do you guys want to see the poll? I'm going to end it right now. Here, I'm going to share the results. So out of 170 people, 98% said that everything I'm giving them is like complete shoo-in, basically. 98%. So I'm going to share this with those two people. And because, 98%. So I don't really know how else to explain it to anyone. I honestly don't. I don't. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing it now, okay? 50% of the room participated. Okay, good. Thank God. Because I thought maybe I'm doing something wrong here. All right. I thought I was doing something wrong here. Oh, I'm going to go ahead and take my shirt off. This is hot in here. All right. Oh. And I'm about to start giving you guys the stocks. We have plenty of time. Ken, thank you again for my birthday gift. Subliminal. It's right here. Okay. So as you guys can see from right here, I love being able to share this with you. Look at this, guys. I mean, look at this. So this is the daily, right? Total island reversal. What did I tell you in the video this morning? Matt's still answering the questions, right? I'm done answering the questions, guys. It just wanted to, Matt, you got Matt. I want to get through this and help the 98%. So you could see right here, this is an island reversal. What's worse is, I'm not going to go back to bar charts, but this island reversal top right here matches the highs we saw in the weekly chart that I send you on the Telegram channel. Okay. And we already broke the low. I didn't even see that till now. That's why I always have the daily chart. That's why I don't have the daily chart. I mean, that's why I always have the daily chart next to the 5-minute chart. It helps calm me down. And it also gives me perspective. And I like to have perspective because we all need it when things go against us. Okay. Or even when you have a temporary tick. Remember, I'm just like you. I have the same emotions like everybody else. I just know how to tune them out. I can suppress them. I can just say, go back where you came from. I have to do what I need to do. But it's the same thing. Thank you, Ann. Go ahead and get that, Matt. Man, look at this. I've resisted answering all questions. I'm breaking records today, Matt. Yeah. 1 second. I just need to pull up something. I got one stock two stocks that I really feel bad about that I put on. One of them, I don't feel so bad, but I probably shouldn't have done it, is NVO. Let me teach you guys a good lesson. Let me teach you guys a good lesson right now before we start. I made a big boo-boo. Need to be accountable for this. Oh, here it is. Let's, I make boo-boos all the time too. Here's my boo-boo for the year. So I'm long this stock. Well, Brett, I'm not. I didn't. I'm long this stock, and if you look at the 15-day, which I'm using to manage it, it's still here. But what was my mistake getting into this stock? Can anybody tell me? There's a really good lesson here. Thank you, Karen. Can anyone tell me? It's a real simple answer. No, not low volume. It's worth talking about. Trust me. It's worth no. The top channel's fine. That we want to be on a breakout above that channel. That's where you want to go long. That's where it's psychologically uncomfortable for most traders to trade. Not go Kirit. Wait. Whoa. Kirit said something. Kirit said the magic word. No, not waiting. Come on, Gus, not waiting till it gets down to the 50-day line. Petra, if you can't tell if I went long or short, we have bigger problems in life. We're currently holding 3 stocks in the day trading room. This is one of them. I got into it right here when it took out the high on a holiday week. No, there's no okay, maybe I should have been more clear. I took the stock right here. That was my entry. No, there was no resistance. This is where I took the stock. It's worth talking about this. It really is worth talking about this. No, Bruno, Randy, you guys are almost there. You guys are so close. All right, I'll spill the beans. It's a choppy stock. Has too many gaps, too much chop. Remember one of the things that I told you about? Try not to pick choppy stocks. Look at this stock, for example. Another stock that we're down on. Right at the resistance level, right there. Look at that, where we're at. But look at how it flows. It's like a roller coaster. So the mistake I made here is it's plenty liquid. It was making a brand new high. It was coming off of a really good news report. There was nothing wrong with volume. Volume was pretty high going into this. Right here. Here's where I got in. What I didn't do was look at how gappy and fragmented price action was. Nothing changed unless we get stopped out, Ralph. But my point, I want you guys to understand the point I'm making. I want you to learn from my see, I make mistakes all the time. That's a mistake. Another mistake I made. I don't know if this is a mistake, but this is hindsight. This is why when we start keeping journals, we're going to we're going to have we're going to all put our mistakes, including my mistakes. Morgan Stanley. What I probably should have done. I study all my trades after hours, guys. Yeah, after all these years, I still do it. So what was the big mistake here? We entered right here, which is good because we wanted it to fill the gap. And we're still in the trade, but what was the big mistake? What was the big mistake? Probably should have, hindsight is 2020. Now, by sticking to my principles, I did not get out of this trade. The principles was I needed to break a major area, which is right here. Again, something you guys need to know. Yes, it broke the 50-day. What I should have just said is screw this thing. As soon as it broke the 50-day, I should have just said screw this thing. But I was thinking about my original stop loss. So in the last month, I made two mistakes, and we're still holding these trades, but I made two mistakes, and these are visible mistakes that I made. It's not because I'm stupid or bad or I don't know how to trade. It's because uh, me taking the trade, I seem to mostly. Well, Dennis, there was a trade this morning, and there's only two. We only got one loss, LUV, but we still haven't taken this. This could turn around and come back, and I don't know if it will or not, and it doesn't really make any difference to me. But my point is, I'm always looking at trades where I could have done better, and I could have done better on this trade probably by getting out right here, and probably by not getting into this trade. What I could have done and I should have done is probably just avoided trading from last Wednesday till now, and I would have avoided both of those problems. But I can't because I need to do trades for you guys. Okay. This is I want you guys to see this. This is healthy. This is good. This is how it's supposed to be. Anyhow, just wanted to show you. So it keeps going to the 8-day, but I'm using the 15-day to manage this trade, which it's right at the 15-day. So we'll see what happens. But again, I wanted you no, of course not. And if I took these two losers right now, LTMH is going fine. But if I was to take these two losers right now, we still would have about 45 to 50 winners. Just saying, including the Starbucks today. So let's go through some trades. B. Looks good around here. I like this. And financials, consumer financial stocks are looking really good. Again, volume is not great, but volume is not really great with anything. Do you guys want me to talk about my mistakes and my boo-boos? Do you guys learn from that? Just out of curiosity. Okay. I thought so. Good, good. I can't make my picture smaller and the screen bigger. That's something you need to adjust on your end. And Matt went to get lunch, so he's not here. But you should be able to adjust that on your screen. Good, good. Because we're not. There's no such thing as like the perfect trader. It just doesn't work that way. Life doesn't work that way. Yeah, exactly. I have to keep learning. So let's just put the 15-day on it as a stop for now. That's the 15-day, I believe it is now. Yeah. So where would I put my stop? Right here. Probably coincide with the 15. Right here. Yeah, I was scratching my head last night. I was thinking maybe I'm doing something. Maybe I'm not explaining to them the whole flow. But 98% got it. 98%. 98% got it. I'm not doing nothing wrong. 15 days till expiration. You want to go to the 250 strike price. Is it too far from the 15-day? No, I don't. It doesn't look as runaway as other stocks do. I was thinking about that, but it doesn't look that bad. It really doesn't. No. Runaway would be going parabolic. It's just moving in a trend. And that's not the 8-day. That's the 15-day. If you were to put the 8 here, look how tight it's hugging it. You know what I'll do? I'll just add. I'll just add a 15 and I'll make it blue, okay? Or yeah, I'll make it blue so it won't confuse anyone. Okay, so that's the 8, that's the 15. This is our guide, and this is more of our stop loss. Exactly, Anthony. And that's why I need to get it hooked up to I need to. Matt and I have been doing 4 projects this week to get you guys all the trading view and all those things. Please bear with me. Bear with me. It's a process. Okay, so you guys know your action there. Deck. By the way, I got my first pair. I've been wearing Hokas. I got my wife into Hokas. I finally got myself a pair of Brooks. Brooks seem to be coming back into style. I really like Brooks a lot. Not I like the fact that it consolidated, moving back up. Volume again, volume right now is just wacky. It's a stock that's standing on its own. You would have to you would have to go into the money on this one. It is expensive. There's no way around it. Um, right here would be good. You could do this. You could buy the 650 and you could sell the 680, offset that a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, I like Kaylee Kaya, sorry, Kaya or Kay if I'm sorry if I'm getting your name wrong. Sorry if I'm doing that, but uh my wife can't get enough of the hokas. The problem is if you don't run, I'm not a big runner. If you don't run, the heel gets a little too a little I like more flatter shoes, but they're very comfortable. Okay, next one is Sun. And Matt and I were trying to figure out today if this was a solar company or not. But this looks like it could be a little overextended, but again, this is not a tech stock. And look at the volume here.
An oil stocks. So
Oil stock.
they trend more than
Yeah.
other.
I like this stock. I like this stock. And again, your stop would probably be a little bit further, maybe over here, or maybe even here. I mean, it depends on market conditions right now, but probably right there because you're not close to the 50-day. See how calm I am today? I'm not looking at the screen at all. 4750s right there. Let's take a look at travelers. And remember, as I'm doing this, I'm looking at sectors and I'm looking at what sectors they're in to make sure it's kosher. Now, this one looks like it's just starting to move a little further out, but this is still okay. If it was another day, I would say no. But see, here's the problem. There's no clear blue skies yet. I'm not sure yet. So, because we just crossed the 200-day moving average. So I need to look back. Ooh, I look back. And what do I see when I look back? Let's go 2 years back. Yeah, we're good all the way till up here. I like that. I got about 5 points. If I need to swing this baby, I've got about 5 points. And I've got about, probably put a stop right here. See right there. 5 points down, 5 points up. Volume not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. And remember what I said. Remember what I said. The thing that's going to drive stocks is the Dow, travelers, insurance stocks, not tech. I think tech is a little. I don't know. You guys already know how I think about that. I did, Kathy. I gave you info on tech. I did. I gave you the option and the spread. I did on deck. I did. Somebody else can help out with that. The option on this one would be look at this. You can get a 170, 15 days out. You're literally, look at this, Matt. You're literally paying, I should buy this damn thing. You're paying 20 cents for this thing. Or like, excuse me, 30 cents for this thing. 170 plus 10. Can't be. That means it would be an intrinsic. If it was 860 last, I'm going to tell you guys, this is a very undervalued option. Take a look. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I've been drinking. I haven't drank in 13 years, but I don't know. 1030 bid. Let's just say it's mid 1010. You're literally paying 24 cents for this option. Tell me that's not crazy. Not a bad deal, right, Matt?
No. Doesn't even seem right.
And I mean, no decay. It's all intrinsic. You're dealing with 30 cents yeah, but 30 cents. Right here, 170. 30 cents. Look, 170 plus $10 is at 180. It's at 179.88. So, I mean, 20, look at that. Again. That's it for the long side. Very cautious to the long side. Let's talk about some shorts. Wrong stock. How's Albemarle doing, Matt?
Down 2.3%. Bouncing off the VWAP, actually.
Yeah, it's looking like it's got more to go. So Albemarle is the first one. I would put a stop loss right there. Look, you got two spots right there. Right there. That's a good spot right there. I think that's like 134.88-ish, 135. And if it breaks down here, we could, how many times have I given you this stock in the last probably can't count that high. 122 strike price going out about 15 days. TRV 15 days out, Arturo. Yeah, 32 cents. Thank you, Mike. Come on, you got to admit that's a pretty damn good price, right?
It's great.
Yeah. Starbucks. Hey. I never talk about stocks we trade here, right? Folks, it's all the same thing. Everything reinforces the other. And look, again, we're still in the gap. I'm careful right now because I'm not big on stocks that are in between the moving averages. That's why I was very quick with that one. But something to watch keep an eye on. Let's just sit tight with this one for now because let's just look at relative strength. Yeah, let's just sit tight. Market's breaking down. This one's moving up. I think we overstayed our welcome. And that didn't overstay our welcome. I think we took our profits and ran at a good time. CHH. Mm, no, I need to see it break down a little more. Just not good. Nothing, no follow through. Nothing good today. Hey, I remember somebody talking about this stock yesterday, maybe day before. You guys remember? And look at volume. Ooh, mama, look at that. That's a nice stock right now, actually. Matt, can you make a note? I may want to take a look at it or maybe put it in one of our programs. Yesterday. Good, good, good. Oh, good, Vivek. Good. 50%. Make sure you get them. The puts 15 days out. 120s. We want to go to the 120s. Not overextended, just the first day that it's pulling away from this. I would use the 15-day here as a stop. Sharab says, I'm a good person and I'm not helping you. Okay. Go ahead and take that one too, Matt. Okay. So this one's good. Next one is, did I give you guys the option for this one? I think I did. Yes. ACLS. Good, Viv. Good, Vivek. Good, good, good. And no follow through. Look at this. I was hoping by now it would have follow through. No follow through. No follow through at all. Sharab, I don't want your. I think you're in the wrong class or something. Yeah, remember that stock EDU I keep giving you over and over and over again? Look at that. It keeps going up. Howard, the 15-day moves itself. My mouse, but the mouse it's a regular size mouse. I'm pointing to the 15-day EMA. Show where you are finding your stops. I am 15-day EMA. It's this blue line right here. I explained it. 15-day EMA, or if it's something like this that's running high, I'm going to use the 15-day EMA. If it's something that's moving sideways and then breaks out, I'm going to use that sideways bump. Yeah, the EMA will adjust itself. I don't have to do anything. It'll move with price. That's the beautiful part of it. No problem, Mark. Sorry, I'm pointing to an indicator. It's right here. It's the blue one right there. I don't need to manually do anything, Bob. It does it by itself. And I don't usually manually do move stops. I just use, do you mean with your broker or do you mean the levels? I don't know if you're talking about price levels or brokers. It's a good question. It's a relevant question. I can thicken the line. Yes, let me thicken the line. There you go. There you go. Yeah, no, no, no. I'm not suggesting anybody buys it now. This is a good example. Somebody was asking me. When is it too overdone? Too far from the 8-day EMA? This is too far from the 8-day EMA. Sharab's I'm not a broker, marketing person. You don't need to be here, Sharab. Unless you want to learn how to trade, you don't need to be here. So right here would be a good time to use the 8-day. This would be a good time. This would be a good time. But when you start getting up here, it's a little too much. So if I was you, so for example, here's a good example. Let's say I was buying the stock right here. Okay. I would probably use this area right here as a stop out. But here, I would probably just rely on the 15-day EMA. All right, Matt, why don't you do seasonality? And by the way, do you have something to promote today, Matt? Don't we have something going on at yes, we're oh, Lance is going on at noon. Okay. All right. I thought it was us going on at 1.
That's what I have.
You don't have anything for us going live at 1? No?
Hold on. I can get it.
Howard, I can't do it right now. But I will do it tomorrow if you ask nicely. Yeah, we got Robot at 1 o'clock. The Robot with Casey. I love it. I love that robot. I use bar chart, which I'm trying to wean off of. I'm using TC2000 and I'm using Thinkorswim. I think I'm using just about everything. Yeah, Casey had 1. The robot works with $100. Eric says you talked about a few. Which, if any, are the official recommendations that I'm going to track? Eric, how long have you been in here? You know I don't track anything in the VIP room. Is this your first time here, Eric? It must be Eric's first time. That's your job, Eric, based on everything I'm telling you. This is not a trade recommendation service. It's a learning service for you guys to start making your own trade ideas and start connecting the dots. Sharab, then you're good to go. Yeah, I mean, Eric, can you be more specific? Yeah, what room are you looking for, Eric? Doug, I'll check it out. This is the VIP room. Are you subscribed to the day trading room, the Telegram channel? Are you getting? Don't you get alerts that I sent out there? Like, for example, Starbucks, did you get that one? So I don't understand what you're asking me. The ones I give you, entry and exit, those are trades. The other ones are just these are just hit lists, target lists.
Hot stocks.
Hot stocks. Do you understand? I just want to make sure you understand. It's important. Right. When you're on that Telegram platform, I give you the entry and I give you the exit. Here I just give you my trade ideas, teach you how to trade, and give you the stocks that we use for that room. Because see, I'm so lazy that I'd rather just do the work here and not do it again. So I do my own work with it. It's not ready yet, Levin. But from what I've been told, We have about an 85% win rate, 80% win rate here from all the trades I've been giving lately. And in the Telegram room, in the last day trading room that you're in, uh, we only closed out one loser. So I don't really understand what your question is. My Roger, I mean, my shirt says right here. Can read it. All right, guys. Matt, go do the seasonality. All right.
Yep.
All right. Oh, and be careful of Tesla. I heard something about Tesla. I heard something lands Tesla. Be careful because tech is going to below. You guys know the drill. All right, go ahead, Matt.
Yep. Okay. So right here, long side, um, everything's up. Up. Everything's above 70. The two front runners, you could say, tech, industrials, and real estate. That one's a low trade, so take that with a grain of salt. But overall picture there, long side. And on the short side, say real estate strong on both because of the short amount of trade. So it's probably just choppy. So I'd stay away from that. And then short side here, nothing really cooking for the sectors. And 10-day hold, see what has some continuation in it. Healthcare, utilities, industrials. So you should, according to seasonality, see the most follow through in those three. And that covers the next 2 weeks because they're market days. All right. Top setups on the long side. By the way, I'll give you the number. It's pretty big today. 372. So really favoring the long side. Because of that, we're not going to see a ton of sector trends here. It's going to be a bunch. So you can kind of just throw a dart and not miss. Best thing to do, in my opinion, for this now is we look to the short side, see if we see any trends. Consumer discretionary and tech. That's the main thing that you're seeing, which means maybe you want to avoid those and go with the other stronger sectors. Okay. Kevin says, Matt, since like earlier when someone asked, can you make default positions on your two screens? Kevin, I'm not sure what you're asking. Send me an email and with a little more depth, and I'll get it taken care of. Yep. Matt@rogerscott.com. Let's look at 10-day hold real quick. Kind of did. There's the follow through. Like I said, healthcare, utilities, industrials. Alongside, is there anything interesting? Like there's STX, but oh, I was thinking of a different sticker. That looks pretty good. Might be careful with where it's at right now because it's been going up a lot. But the RSI is not really overdone. So that might be something to take a look at. I would just be careful with tech because it can whipsaw you really fast. Raytheon just rejected the 100 day, so I'd wait. See what it wants. Lows. I wouldn't take lows. You did, Ryan, but never fear because the recording is on YouTube almost instantly. So you can pretty much go there right now and watch from the beginning. Mm, we'll be watching it, Brooke. Oh, Craig, I mean. Brooke, mostly for just very broad tendencies to be aware of. The main driver is the chart, the price action. Sure. It's fun. You know, my neighbor was asking me about that yesterday. Yeah. Well, I went over there. Their mom had passed away. They had a lockbox they didn't have the key for, so I went over there and picked the lock for him. And he's asking me about gold in his portfolio. Doesn't look too bad. Doesn't it, I mean, it's not the strongest there. I'll give you a broad view here. Back. And 10-day doesn't say much either. I am, Brian. Fun fact. You didn't know. Alrighty. Any other questions? I'm gonna set you loose and I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, they're actually right here. I always have them. Roger, you didn't cover AMD. A lot of people are asking about it. Oh, they just want to know our thoughts. I mean, it's pulling back pretty hard today. Here, I'll share my screen right here. Yeah. I mean, it's pulling back, but right, giving ourselves a little room. And it looks like it's bouncing off that 120 level. So they're very choppy right now. Absolutely. You're spot on, Billy. All right, folks, I'll see you tomorrow.